Okay, moving on to intelligent, but this slide is just a continuation of the previous slide. So just to show to you that these are considered as the average IQ, and above is consider average or consider IQ over average, and below is consider IQ lower than average. So above is can be from high average to extremely gifted. Below this range from low average to extremes, extreme considered as a retarded or considered as a problem related in terms of intelligence. So this IQ test is suitable for children's development, but do not suitable for measuring adults' intelligence. So bachelor intelligence tests come out to measure children's and as well as adults. Previously, Stanford Binet and is only for children's, measuring IQ tests of children's, but not suitable for adults. Bachelor IQ tests come to measure children's as well as adults IQ tests. So the score based on the normal distributions, and the discarded IQ, that means IQ term is still used, but score are not based on the actual quotients. And most tests based on deviations of IQ, that means dispersal from normal distributions. So what I meant here, the controversial is between gifted and retarded. So what I meant here, the measurement for adults IQ test is based on the normal distributions. That means it's mentioned somewhere here, normal distribution. So if you study business statistics, you will see that the normal distribution shape is like this. So the normal distribution is like this, and the majority or the mean is at the middle. So the mean at the middle, this indicate that the majority of or the average of the population is normally at the center, here located at the center. And here we can say that the IQ test of average people normally around hundreds, and the left skewed and the right skewed is normally for, especially for the right one, is consists of people that have gifted IQ, and at the negative or left skewed of or we call it at the end of this tail is for retarded, is IQ test for retarded or low IQ test, or we call it retarded. So the mean is 100, that's mean the average intelligence. So the controversial is this line, this part, the key, the skewed one, the skewed on the left, the skewed on the right. So they both indicate that's either belong to retarded or belong to gifted. So this can be a controversial because this can be both. The differences is quite slim. You cannot differentiate much between retarded and between gifted, because they are located at the end of this tail. We consider at the end of these normal distributions. It just retarded is on the left, and then gifted on the right, but the rest are basically the same. So it's kind of controversial because is kind of more or less similar in terms of positions on the skewed of this normal distribution. So extraordinary achievement can, according to this textbook mention, extraordinary achievement found to relate to determinations, intensive training, and hard work. Is not just based on the intelligence. So if we want to indicate that the how to achieve extraordinary achievement is depend on the determinations. It's also depend on the intensive training that we receive. It's also depend on the hard work. If you have intelligence, just intelligent without determinations, without training, without hard work, intelligence may play a role, but not as much as this one, determinations, intensive training, and hard work. So according to Drush theory, these three things, determinations, intensive training, hard work, can lead to exceptional achievement. This term is coming from Drudge theory. So approach to intelligence, there are two types of approach. First one is structural approach. Second one is dynamic approach. So structural approach is more related to quantity of the intelligence. That means the numbers, the amounts of the intelligence. Dynamic approach to intelligence is relate more to the quality of intelligence. So structural approach, that means the quantity of intelligence, focusing on the quantity of intelligence and developments of the test to measure the quantity. So because structural approach only focus more on the quantity, so it is important to come up with the test to measure this quantity. So Spearman proposed two-factor model of intelligence. First one is general, overall performance on several tasks. The other one is specialized intelligence. So general intelligence mean overall performance of intelligence. If people could perform overall on this kind of test, they consider belong to general intelligence. If persons or individual could perform good on this test, specialized intelligence, specific performance on specific tasks, then they belong to the specific intelligence. So Thurston come with a 7 interlinked group factor called the primary mental abilities, consists of, for example, spatial visualization, that means ability to identify shape or spatial image. Numerical abilities, that means ability to understand numerical functions. Perceptual speed, ability to perceive visual rapidly or accurately. Verbal comprehensions, ability to understand spoken and written language. Word fluency, the ability to use language rapidly and accurately. Memory, ability to store and receive information. Reasoning, ability to think logically. So they come up with these primary mental abilities. These are more related to the general abilities. So, and in the 1950, Vernon synthesized Spearman-Thurston model and come up with a hierarchy of factor. So they put general one at the top. So they're focusing more on the general intelligence. And what I want to focus here is the fluid intelligence, differences between fluid intelligence and crystallized intelligence. So at the 1971, Cuttle is another theorist. Propose a model similar to this Vernon model of intelligence, but place general ability at the top of the hierarchy instead of the general one. So Vernon puts the general intelligence at the tops, but Kettle he put the this person on the name of Kettle. This person come and with the model in terms of intelligence similar to the this one Vernon's model, but he placed the specific general ability at the top of the hierarchy. Similar to this one also, put general one at the top. This one also put general one ability at the top. Sorry, I did mention about specific intelligence. Is it specific ability at the top? It's actually place general ability at the top instead of specific ability at the top. So beneath, below this general abilities, two abilities called fluid and crystallized intelligence. So fluid intelligence is a basic reasoning, memory, and information processing, while crystallized intelligence is ability to apply acquired knowledge. So if we want to talk about the differences between fluid intelligence and crystallized intelligence, so younger people, they easily could have this basic reasoning, good at this basic reasoning, memory and information processing. However, for the older people, they have problems in terms of learning basic reasoning, memories and information processes. So when they are at the older age, if they have to learn new things, have to use new have to memorize new things, have to process new information, quite difficult for them. So fluid intelligence is common among younger generations, but quite is rarely found among older generations or older people. Crystallized, on the other hand, is referring to applying acquired knowledge. So those older generations or older people normally tend to have more abilities in terms of crystallized intelligence, because as they're getting older they have more experience. So applying just the acquired knowledge is not really difficult for the older people compared to the younger people. Younger people, they didn't have much acquired knowledge or experience, so they have low crystallized intelligence. So fluid intelligence high among younger populations, and crystallized intelligence high among can be found mostly among older people or older generations or older population. Guilford structure intelligence. Guilford come with a structured intelligence model, consists of 120 abilities but organized into 3 dimensions. For example, into operation, content, and products. So operation involve memory, thinking, and evaluations. Content involve visual, auditory, symbolic, semantic, and products involve the outcome of the operations and content. So operation relating to the memories, thinking, and evaluation. Content related to visual, auditory, symbolic, semantic, and product is a combined the outcome of these 2, content and operation. Okay, dynamic approach is the quality of intelligence and how intelligence is used, focusing on flexibility of the intelligence. So Vygotsky come with this theory, zone of proximal developments, emphasize on the importance of learning, and he introduced the concept of ZPD, or zone of proximal developments. He said undeveloped capacity have potential to develop through learning opportunity. Maybe those who didn't have the abilities, or didn't have the potential, or didn't have the chance to for example to regarding the learning opportunity, those who maybe because they are poor, because they have no access to the informations, but they actually have the potential, but because of they do not have the opportunity to learn, so they may have, for example, problems in term of achieving higher intelligence. It's not because they don't have the potential. They do have the potential. It's only they don't have the opportunity, maybe because they do not have the opportunity to study in university. So they maybe because they're poor, they do not have enough money, so they cannot take exam, they cannot enter university. So not because they don't have the potential of in terms of intelligence, but because they don't have the opportunity. So the person who do not have this opportunity, so they have the capacity, but that capacity is considered underdeveloped. So underdeveloped capacity still have potential to be developed through learning opportunity. If given learnings opportunity, if given exposure, for example, those capacity that are underdeveloped, they are undeveloped, still can have potential to be developed if given opportunity or learning opportunity. It's not what the person is, instead is about what the person can become. So ZPD said ZPD can manifest after learning opportunity are provided, and refer to cognitive process that can develop. So I will explain in the next slides regarding this slide. So this actually the students, let's say the student can't, and then this the student can. That means the student can't because of maybe because they didn't listen to the class, they didn't attend the class. But they have the ability to they have the capacity. It's only the capacity is undeveloped because they're not exposed to it. So the differences between ability and undeveloped capacity can be developed if given the learning opportunity. Maybe if the student focus, if they have the opportunity, they could understand. So zone of proximal development is the zone that student that the capacity of the students that are undeveloped can be improved through learning opportunity.